guys, it's Mommy Tang. What's up, Tang Gang? Guys, seriously, today I want to thank all of you that left a comment. Like, I was so shocked. I don't even know what is going on with YouTube. One day they disabled my comments. I have no idea why. Then I found out that they did that because I had kids on the show. Then all of a sudden, last video, my comment was on for a while. Actually, when I came back on YouTube, and then there's like a setting where, you know, do you want your comments on? And I'm like, yeah. And before that, it wouldn't even let me turn on or off. And when I came back on YouTube, it actually had an option. So I was like, yes, have it on. And then for some reason, like after 20 minutes later, for an hour later, it got shut off. And I was like, okay. And it kept on repeating the video after video. So I was like, okay, I guess that's what it is. And the last video, that's what I was hoping. So as soon as I upload a video, I'm like reading your comment because I know it'll be gone in like an hour. So I'm like reading and reading, and hour later, 2 hours later, and it's still there. So I'm like freaking out because I'm like, what are they trying to tell me? What are they trying to do? Because I like reading your comments because it makes me communicate with you guys, you know? So at this point, I have no idea. So I'm gonna like do a couple experiments. Maybe because last video I didn't have any kids, so that's why they have. I don't know, but you know, some of you are like, well, we're not interested about that. You're right. You might not. But anyway, for some of you that actually care, or maybe for some of you that care about that, just wanted to get it out there. Also, there was a couple questions about where is your dog Ruben? Now, Ruben is the first dog that I had, I guess. There's a long story to how we got Ruben. I am not, just to let you know, I am not a dog person. I'm a very, very cat person, right? I love cats, and I think cats are like, oh my God. So I was never really a dog person, but my kids were allergic to cats. So I could never get a cat. When I lost the baby 5, you know, I miscarried after pain. Yeah. So when I did that, he actually went along and got the dog without even telling me about it. So the kids were all excited because they already saw, you know, Ruben, and I was like, I'm not getting a dog because it's going to be like my responsibility. I have too much stuff on my shoulders. This is just not it. Because, you know, cats kind of, they do their own litter thing, but dogs, you have to take them out. And just a whole thing about dogs, because I knew I couldn't handle the dog. But they went in and they got it anyways, blah, blah, blah. It's a long story, make it short, whatever. So that dog is staying with their dad. When kids go back, the dog's there. There's a lot more story behind this. I can't really like tell everything right now. But anyways, the point I'm trying to say is Ruben is safe. He comes and visits once in a while. I see him too, you know, when I go drop off the kids every other weekend, because they do go see their dad every other weekend. So those are the arrangement that I have. So Ruben is safe, and that the dog that you see now is the new dog, Vanilla, and that's another story. Yeah, that's the dog story, okay? Some of you are like, where's Ruben? Did he die? I'm like, no, he did not die. He's still living, and he's very happy. Today, guys, oh my God, I feel like I just wasted like 10 minutes of what I wanted to say. Just in case I want to like edit that out, let me just start all over. Hi guys, it's Mommy Tang. What's up, Tang Gang? Other than that, I don't even know what to say. Anyways, let's get on to the recipe, right? So today's recipe is about these dried mushrooms that you could get in Asian markets or online. Essential, like must, like, oh my goodness, must item to have in your kitchen if you are vegan and you like to eat soup. Yeah, because this is like the best soup stock ingredients, okay? Dried shiitake mushroom, shiitake. Koreans been using this for so long for the soup stocks that they sell in this like huge packages. But I want you to know, and also Chinese and Japanese, but you could find them like not dry, but like, you know, wet mushrooms. Is that how you call it? I don't know. But not dried mushrooms, you know? But those are not going to draw the flavor as much than the dried ones. Okay, the dry ones are like potent, I guess, you know? So there are two types, right? The difference. See how the other one's more puffier and the other ones are like so much thinner? See the difference? See? Right? These thin ones are really good for stir fry and stuff like that. These big ones are good for stock, making soup stock and everything else. But after you make the soup stock, you don't want to trash these because you could actually make a fabulous dish out of these, you know? So that's what I'm going to be teaching you today, what to do with these dry shiitake mushrooms, okay? So first of all, these take a lot less to soak, obviously, than these thick ones because they're thicker, so it takes a long time. Hi, Vanilla. Hi, Vanilla. Hi. You want the mushroom? I don't know if you're allowed to eat mushroom. Are dogs allowed to eat mushrooms? I don't know. Okay, guys. So if you guys gonna make this with the soup stock, all you have to do is just rinse it under the sink a little bit and then just put it in the water and then you just boil it till it gets plumped up, whatever. Some people soak it before they make it into a broth. I don't do that. I don't know why they do that, but I don't do it. Anyway, so you're gonna get mushrooms, right? And then you're going to soak it with warm water, like so, right? And how do you see how they float? Like they float, right? So all you have to do is just get a big bowl or something like that and kind of press it down with some sort of, I don't know, like a bowl or something like that, and just give it a little bit, you know, so they soak properly. And when you soak it for like an hour, this is what's gonna look like. See? Nice and plumpy. See how it's plumpy? It's all plumped up. This is a thin one. This is a thicker one. See how they're plumped up? They're really fat now, right? Almost like a turtle, you know? So they plump up like this, and with this, you make the dish. Now, if let's say you made it into a soup stock, when you take it out, it's gonna be like this. So, you know, all this, see all this broth? See all this like little juice that came off of it? That's gonna be a part of your broth. But let's say you're not making broth and you just want to make this dish, what I'm about to tell you guys, this is what you need to do. Soak it for like about an hour or two, you know? And you'll know when they're ready because they're like nice and soft. And if they're like a little bit rubbery or like leathery, they're not ready. Okay, so what you're going to do now, you're going to squeeze all the water out of these mushrooms, right? Like so. You could use this stock if you want to. But you have to wash the mushroom before you soak them. Okay? Okay, so if you're using the thick mushroom, what you need to do, let's put this aside. Okay. Now okay, let me show you the thin mushroom first, actually. It's easier. Put this away. Squeeze. So if you're using the thin mushroom, all you have to do is just slice like this. Right? Just slice it into little tiny strips, you know? That's it. That's all you have to do, right? See it? Now, if you're using the thick mushroom, so the edge is actually okay, but when you go further into the stomach area, you know how it becomes really thick like this? See? To avoid that, what you want to do is you kind of want to slice it like this, right? And then slice it like that. So you are left with just thin slice of mushroom all the way around. You know what I'm saying? So basically you're just making thin strips of mushroom. Pretty much that's it, okay? Okay, see how the mushrooms are all nicely cut thin? Now, you know you don't have to cook mushroom before you eat them, right? So you could pretty much eat it like this. But they just won't be so tasty, I think. And these broth like leftover, you reuse it to do your stock or whatever you want, or you could trash it, whatever you want. You do whatever you want with it, okay? A lot of you guys think cooking is complicated and cooking is really hard, but there's really nothing to it. You know, it's not that hard, guys. Okay, so fire on. I'm gonna be using some avocado oil. Be generous with the oil if you're especially on a keto diet, I guess. And then you're gonna put some mushroom. Just right on. And we're just gonna stir fry them. And you're just going to fry without using anything, any seasoning, just fry with oil for now, okay, in the beginning. Someone actually commented like, your food looks very bland and looks kind of gross. I know, right? Alright, so you're going to stir fry them basically like so. And then you're going to lower the heat when you start seasoning them, okay? So let's make them very Asian by using some soy sauce. You want to lower the heat, okay? Because you're just gonna, like, now at this point, just adding the spice. You don't want to burn the sauce and the spice and all that stuff, okay? And you're going to add a little bit of salt. And some garlic powder. I am so hot. Oh. So nice. I love mushrooms. Now, this is very optional. If you want to uplift into another level, you're gonna put a little bit of food essence. There's so many food essence out there, but this is a really good brand, mushroom seasoning, mushroom on mushroom. You know, this is for Vietnamese cooking. A lot of the Vietnamese or Chinese store would have them. You can find them online too. You can put a little bit of it. If you want to make them spicy, you put a little bit of gochugaru, the Korean red pepper, or you could put black pepper or white pepper, whatever you want. But pretty much that's it. There's nothing to it, guys. Like, that's it. I'm gonna add some scallions. I cut them, freeze them, and use it on dishes like this, okay? Some green scallions. Are we done, Mommy Tang? Of course not. Easy? It's never finished unless you use sesame seeds, you guys. Yep. Ooh. Protein, fat. What else is there in sesame seeds? A lot of good stuff. Let's try this. Oh, so simple but so good. Let's eat, you guys. Okay, so I have barley rice here. Yeah, so pretty much this is white rice with barley, flat barley, whatever. So there's a lot more barley than rice, I guess. So, you know, barley helps with the digestive system and all that stuff. If you love mushroom, guys, you have to try this. I'll be also eating this with today my onion kimchi that I made the other day. Remember, you guys? Oh my gosh, guys. This onion kimchi, right? It's so addicting because, especially for you guys can't find, like, you know, Napa cabbage and stuff, you could just make this kimchi using onion. This is my second batch of cucumber kimchi because I made one and then my kids ate it all. Pretty much Beppy ate it all in like 2 days. Got to make another one using a different pickle. And don't worry, it's coming, it's coming. I just have to wait till everything's perfect and then I'll let you guys know. Guys, this probably tastes amazing on top of like noodles too. No? The dried shiitake mushroom, it gives different texture and flavor to the dish. It doesn't taste the same with the wet mushrooms. You know, I know, is that what you call it, wet mushrooms? Guys. Right before I get my, you know, monthly thing, right? I get so down. I think it's just the hormone imbalance or something that when I was younger, I used to get like cramps and backache and stuff, which I still do get a little bit, but mainly I get like really depressed, right? Sad. And there's no really reason why that I get depressed, but it's like, I don't really think about anything, but I just get really depressed. I'm just like, and nothing around me could ever bring me up kind of thing. So I end up watching a lot of sad, no, not sad, but a lot of like videos that could bring up your emotions, I guess. So sometimes I watch, you know, some scary shows or movies or like sad movies or shows, something like that, you know? And I swear, I found this video that was so sad. I've never cried like that watching something. So I want to share that with you guys today. I mean, it got like millions of views, so I'm sure you guys know about this video. But guys, I was so sad watching this. I was like crying, like sobbing almost. Okay, so I literally typed mom virtual baby. Oh my gosh, it got 21 million views. 21 million views, guys, okay? The story, right? Oh my god, it's like so crazy. The mother lost this kid. Oh my gosh. Okay. Some company made this virtual reality thing to mimic like her daughter because this mother can't let go of her daughter, right? I think the father, or maybe they arranged it so that she could kind of say goodbye to the kid, right? But because the kid is made up in virtual reality, it's fake, right? So the kid seems like very motion effortless, but the mom, you could feel her emotion. The kid asked her like, "Where were you, mom?" Right? And then she doesn't know what to say, so the mom goes like, she goes, "Oh," like that.
엄마 내 생각했어?
Oh my god! So at this point, the mom is like reaching out for the kids, but obviously she can't touch anything. There's nothing there. But like wearing this mask virtual, oh my god! I'm like, you guys don't understand. When I saw this, I was in a mess, and like she literally looked like Pepe's age. So this is why I like imagine how would the mother would feel. Like, can you imagine how she would feel?
엄마 나연이 보고 싶었어.
When she's like breathing, I could tell that she knows this is fake, but at the same time, she's like seeing her kid in front of her. That all this mixed emotion, she must have missed her, and all these are coming back to her, right? And she just like, just her voice is just like, oh, like how, what's, you know, she just, oh my gosh, I can't even explain.
엄마 나연이 안아보고 싶어.
Oh my god, this was
엄마 나연이 너무 보고
She
싶어.
said, I want to hold you. I wish I could hold you. Oh my gosh, this is like, guys, I'm sorry if you guys are eating and this is like, whatever, but this is so crazy. Oh my god, her cries are like, oh my gosh, like, it's so freaking sad. Like, oh, death, you know, just, oh, it's such an evil thing, death, you know? She keeps on saying, I just want to hold you just one more time. You could see her tear coming out of like, you know, her face. Like it's, when I was watching this though, I was kind of thinking like, oh, they should have like put a little kid in front of her or something like that, you know, because like towards the end, they have like, the girl says to come and sit down, and so they placed a chair so the mom could come and sit. So I wished they found like a girl that was like, you know, maybe 5 or 6 year olds just standing there to kind of like, so when she says she's trying to touch the kid, she could actually touch something. Like that would have been crazy, I think. So she says like, please don't make my mom cry. And when I saw this, I was like, I was so emotional. Like I told you, like, you know, when I'm about to get it, I get so emotional. So I like search for videos like this for some reason. Maybe I don't search for it, but you know, just while I'm watching, it just pops out, and I saw this. I was just like, oh my gosh. And she's like smiling, laughing at her daughter, just doing simple things like, you know, sometimes when I see my kids too, and they're not doing anything, they're like sleeping or they're just having fun, or they're just eating, and then you just look at them and then you just feel this joy, right? And I think that's how she misses that about her daughter. I was such a mess. Like I could only imagine like how it feels to lose a child, you know? Oh my gosh, like I don't know. Losing someone, it's just really painful. But anyways, I want to share that with you guys today. This is the reaction video, I guess. Yeah. Those are the stuff that I watch on YouTube, okay? There are a lot of stuff that I watch on YouTube that maybe, and I'll share with you guys. But I hope you try this recipe. Like for these recipes. I'll see you guys later. Oh my gosh. Trying kind of helps me certain days. But anyways, guys, I'll see you guys later. And let me know in the comments what you do when you're, you know, when you're about to get your, you know, monthly thing and your hormone is whacked. What you do, let me know too, okay? I'll see you guys later. I really like this kimchi.